Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Ben Reeve, and this is The Hoop Show, and thank you for joining in again. Now, I'm going to go through my tips for this week, and my tips are absolutely rubbish, but I hope yours are doing a lot better than mine anyway. So let's have a look at who's playing. So we've got Brisbane at the Gabba on the Thursday night. I'm loving these Thursday night games. I think we've got another one to come round 5, and then it might dry up for a bit after that. But Brisbane against Collingwood, this could be a game that could go either way. I'm going to pick Brisbane just for the reason that it's at the Gabba and the Lions don't lose a hell of a lot there. Yeah, the Brisbane will be the outsider on that one. It'll be the test as to see whether they're actually the real deal this year. It's still early days, four rounds in. Collingwood's off to a flyer. We'll wait and see on that one, but I'm going to tip Brisbane. A few questions to be answered after that game. The North versus Carlton game on the Friday night, I think we've got to pick Carlton. I don't imagine there'll be too many picking North, even though they're only half a game behind Carlton. Can't see Carlton losing this one. They're looking pretty solid so far in season 2023. On to Saturday. The first game is Adelaide Crows versus Fremantle. I'm going to pick my favourite team, Fremantle Dockers. No, not really. They always lose. They'll lose to Adelaide over there, I'm sure of it. But I'm going to pick them anyway. I've got faith that Freo will actually do something this year. They should. They played okay on the weekend. Yeah, it was just West Coast, but hopefully they'll be able to travel reasonably well to South Australia and get the job done. The Richmond Western Bulldogs game, twilight game on the Saturday. I'm going to go with Richmond on this one. I don't know if I'm convinced about the Doggies yet. Yeah, they had a good win last week, but I need to see a couple of weeks in a row from them to be convinced that it's just not a one-off. So picking the Tigers for that one. St Kilda versus the Suns. I think I'm going to play it safe and pick the Saints. I don't think the Saints will be at the top of the ladder towards the end of the year. I think they'll come down a bit, but I'm not convinced at all by the Suns. I think I don't know how they beat us, beat Geelong, but they didn't look very good. They didn't play that well, and Saints are looking scary good at the moment. So got to back the Saints to get their fourth win, and won't their fans love it if they do. The last game on the Saturday night is the Swans versus Port Adelaide game, and I think this one there could be an upset brewing here. I'm not going to pick it. I'm going to pick the Swans. But I would not be surprised if Port Adelaide decided to turn up and get a win. They'd be pretty upset about losing the derby. What's it called? The derby, the showdown. Losing that one. But I think I've got to play it safe and pick the Swannies on that one. Now on to Sunday. The Bombers should get the job done against the Giants. I don't really rate the Giants too much. I didn't at the start of the year, and I don't now. And I think the Bombers have had a good start to the year and will probably keep that going for another week. And then maybe we'll see what happens after that. But I always thought Bombers would have a good start to the year, and then would they keep that momentum going through the rest of the year to get them into the finals? A lot of people didn't think that was going to happen, but you never know with footy sometimes. West Coast Eagles versus Melbourne. I think that's pretty obvious. Even though it's in Perth, I've got to go with Melbourne for that one. Hopefully the Eagles will surprise and get a bit of an upset and make the competition a bit more interesting, but I think more likely Melbourne will get the job done reasonably easy there. The last game of the year is the round is the Cats versus Hawthorn. Take this one to the bank, everyone. It's going to be the Cats easily, probably about 50 points, I'd suggest, if not more, a lot more. I'm staking my house, my car, my left arm, and the name of my YouTube channel on this one. So Cats better win. And I would love to have 9 tips for once. That'd be great too. Can I please have 9 tips? Please, can I at least get 7 tips or something like that? I'm struggling to do anything at the moment. Hopefully everyone else is doing a little bit better than me. Okay, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you, Brad. Brad loves it. Brad Close loves it when people subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year if we can. And if you haven't already checked out our interview with Brooke Plummer, she's an absolute gun, up-and-coming gun in the AFLW team. Check that one out. That dropped on Tuesday. We did our review. Anna Pavlou and myself reviewed the game between Gold Coast and Geelong. That was a hard one, but we got through. Somehow we got through. I don't know how we got through it, but we got through it. And if you're interested in our preview of the Cats versus Hawks game, you can check that one out as well. That's ready to go. We'll have our normal Sunday show on a Monday this week, so check that one out on Monday, not on Sunday. We'll have a little. Well, clearly we've got this tips video coming out, but we might have something else coming out as well. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how we go for time. Anyway, that's me. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Go Cats.